A certain moon rising video has reminded me that I've not done one of the most important episodes of MLP that started this whole brony fandom thing. And that's no good. That's no good at all. And for some reason I've gone all Dr. Robotnik. Oh, that's good. That's very good indeed. You there, give me a reach around. Ooh, that's just delicious.
Once upon a time, in the magical land of Equestria, there were two regal sisters who ruled together and created harmony for all the land.
But then the younger one got engaged to some guy she just met, which the older one was against, so they had a big fight.
Using the magic of the elements of harmony, she defeated her younger sister and banished her permanently in the moon. The elder sister took on responsibility for both sun and moon.
This isn't My Little Pony, it's Flux Buddies! After the credits, Twilight heads to the library to research the elements of harmony.
Moon Dancer is having a little get-together in the West Castle courtyard. You want to come?
Oh, sorry, girls. I got a lot of studying to catch up on.
I wonder what happened at Moon Dancer's party.
Is Twilight coming?
Oh. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be fine. Wait, is that gun that was on Hoth?
Quick, find me that old copy of Predictions and Prophecies. No, 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 no. Ugh. Spike! It's over here!
How did he survive that? I mean, I know he can survive lava, but surely that fall would break every bone in his body.
Ah!
She doesn't care.
The Mare and the Moon, myth from olden pony times. A powerful pony who wanted to rule Equestria, defeated by the elements of harmony and imprisoned in the moon.
She sends a letter to her teacher that she thinks the world is going to end. Oh cool, she's in the hourglass.
Hey! There! It's on its way! My dearest, most faithful student, Twilight, you know that I value your diligence and that I trust you completely. But you simply must stop reading those dusty old books!
She should probably be glad her teacher isn't Molestia. Dear Twilight, please tell me more. In my bedchamber. Celestia sends Twilight to Ponyville to oversee the preparations for a summer sun celebration. But the sat-nav goes wonky and they arrive in our town.
Life is a joy in our town. We're all equal here. No one is superior, and no one shakes in fear.
I wish. No, instead Twilight arrives in Ponyville and Celestia tells Twilight to make some friends.
Thank you, sirs.
Good luck with the gelding!
Hello?
That was weird. Next they head over to Sweet Apple Acres to check on the food preparations. I'm no expert, but I don't think farms look like that.
What can I do you for?
Oh my. Applejack introduces Twilight to the Apple family.
Soup's on, every pony!
Soup?
This here's apple fritter, apple bumpkin, red gallop, red delicious.
I'm starting to notice a pattern.
I can see the food situation is handled, so we'll be on our way. Aren't you gonna stay for brunch?
I died by cuteness!
Ugh, I ate too much pie.
No, the pie was the pink one earlier. They were all apples. Mind you, I'm sure we all know what Applejack thought of that.
It was great!
Next is Rainbow Dash. You know, watching this, it's no wonder the lol, gotta go fast caricature of Rainbow Dash exists. Yes, Rainbow Dash is my least favourite of the main six. Sue me, she just reminds me of me when I was 14. Next is Rarity, who is a bit more palatable.
No. Now, how can I help you? Oh, my stars, darling! Whatever happened to your coiffure?
Oh yeah, skip that.
I'm just here to check on the decorations and then I'll be out of your hair.
Out of my hair? What about your hair?
I thought she was just fixing her hair. Oh well, at least it's entertaining. Twilight lets it slip that she's from Canterlot.
Canterlot?
Crystal ponies!
Quick, before she decides to dye my coat a new color.
This is Fluttershy. And she's a bit shy until she sees Spike, then she's outgoing for days.
What's his name?
I'm Spike.
Hi, Spike. I'm Fluttershy.
although her eye shape keeps changing. Of course, that is one of many, many, many animation errors I've noticed.
How did we get here so fast?
Hey look, bees. Twilight rushes inside to do her research.
Now where's the light?
Or Pinky throws her a party. Hey look, there's Derpy. And is that Dinky or is that just Derpy again? There seems to be a lot of multiples of the same pony in each shot. And many of them seem to be weirdly positioned or weirdly animated. Like, that one's looking at the other one's bum, a bunch of them look asleep, and look at that sassy one there. Didn't Twilight kick out Fluttershy like a minute ago?
Hot sauce.
Yeah, good.
That may sound strange to the uninitiated, but those cupcakes are made with fresh horse meat. It's not long before they got to go to see the sunrise.
And now, it is my great honor to introduce to you the ruler of our land, the very pony who gives us the sun and the moon each and every day.
She makes her sound like a North Korean leader. She knows when you're sleeping. Oh wait, that's Luna.
This can't be good.
Hang on, if Twilight is the princess's student, why didn't she see her when she got into town? But then, a Nightmare Moon approaches.
Stand back, you fools!
Did she say fools or foals? Well, either way, Zap Boom dead, no more Elgard. And she disappears into the night. And Twilight heads to the library to figure out how to stop Nightmare Moon. But Rainbow Dash, seeing her, suspects Twilight of...
Are you a spy? Whoa!
Simmer down, Sally. She ain't no spy. But she sure knows what's going on. Don't you, Twilight?
Twilight explains that she needs to figure out what the elements of harmony are in order to find a way to stop Nightmare Moon.
The Elements of Harmony, a reference guide. How did you find that? It was under E.
Of course. Wait, forget it.
There are 6 elements of harmony, but only 5 are known. Kindness, laughter, generosity, honesty, and loyalty.
Gee, I wonder who represents each of those elements. The book says the elements are in the castle of the two sisters, which is located in the Everfree Forest.
Look, I appreciate the offer, but I'd really rather do this on my own.
No can do, Sugar Cube. We sure ain't letting any friend of ours go into that creepy place alone.
What's so scary in there? Ah, too much eyeshadow. Well, they go into the forest and it's not long before... Pinky, you're a rock farmer. Shouldn't you have known that that rock was unstable? Maud would be furious. Well, Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy, being the Pegasi, grab Pinky and Rarity.
Let go.
Yeah, my arms are getting kinda tired. Actually, Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy catch her. Although, couldn't they have just picked her up off the cliff? Next they encounter Manticore, one of the few creatures in MLP that doesn't have 20 pages on Derpy Voodoo. Although why does it have a scorpion tail?
Now this might hurt for just a second. Fluttershy!
She's so passive she makes Dr. Wolf look aggressive. Next they get scared by some trees, which Pinkie Pie defeats by singing. Seriously? I thought newborn cuties was scarier. I mean, what the fuck is up with their faces? After that they come to a river, which is a tad wild because Stephen Magnet is crying. Idlewild.
Well, I don't know. I was just sitting here, minding my own business, when this tacky little cloud of purple smoke just whisked past me and tore half of my beloved mustache clean off.
Interesting fact, the name Stephen Magnet came from YouTube's subtitles and took off because of fans of the character. Fans from one appearance. Although another interesting bit of trivia, Rarity fixes the right side of his mustache, and, in the 100th episode, Stephen Magnet cuts the right side of his mustache to make Cranky a wig for his wedding.
You look smashing.
One's purple and the other one's orange. Anyway, they're able to cross the river, and then they come to their final challenge. A ravine. Gee, how are they going to get across that?
Duh. Oh yeah!
She gets across, but there's something lurking in the fog.
No, Rainbow Dash. We want you to join us. The Shadow Bolts.
Remember the Shadow Bolts? Remember the thing Rainbow Dash dressed up as Luna Eclipsed? Remember the bad guys from Friendship Games? Remember the thing Nightmare Moon made up to test Rainbow Dash's loyalty? Remember?
The most magnificent,
Yep.
swiftest,
Yes.
bravest flyer in all the land.
Yes. It's all true.
We need
Fluttershy?
you.
Of course Rainbow Dash turns down their offer, because she's the loyal one, but we don't know that yet. And the main six head inside the castle and find the elements of harmony. Unfortunately, so does Nightmare Moon.
Come on!
Wow, you use all that magical ability to move to the next room. You know a door will do the same thing. Well, that didn't work. Send in Flufflepuff. Okay, that's a thumbnail face if ever I saw one. At that moment, Twilight's friends arrive. Very stealthily. And Twilight starts monologuing some magical friendship technobabble.
Because the spirits of the elements of harmony are right here! Applejack, who reassured me when I was in doubt, represents the spirit of honesty. Fluttershy, who tamed the Manticore with her compassion, represents the spirit of kindness. Pinkie Pie, who banished fear by giggling in the face of danger, represents the spirit of laughter. Rarity, who calmed a sorrowful serpent with a meaningful gift, represents the spirit of generosity.
You know, it's funny. Faust's original idea for Rarity was the element of inspiration. I wonder what the challenge for that would have been.
You see, Nightmare Moon, when those elements are ignited by the spark that resides in the heart of us all, it creates the sixth element, the element of magic.
Isn't that just complete nonsense? Well, the elements create rainbows that make the bad guy good by brute force. Isn't it magical?
Princess Celestia!
Twilight Sparkle, my faithful student. I knew you could do it. Princess Luna. It has been 1,000 years since I have seen you like this. Time to put our differences behind us. We were meant to rule together, little sister.
Sister?
Wait, didn't you say that at the start?
I'm so sorry. I missed you so much, big sister.
I know this is meant to be a touching moment, but I can't help but think. 1,000 years without a bath. Look, even the town ponies are putting flowers on her to cover up the smell. Also, isn't this that music from the end of Phantom Menace?
Why so glum, my faithful student? Are you not happy that your quest...
Look around you, Mori. You really think this world is real? You'd have to be an idiot not to notice all the sloppy details.
Just when I learn how wonderful it is to have friends, I have to leave them.
Spike, take a note, please. I, Princess Celestia, hereby decree that the unicorn Twilight Sparkle shall take on a new mission for Equestria. She must continue to study the magic of friendship. She must report to me her findings from her new home in Ponyville.
At least until she grows a pair of wings and pisses off the fans. And as for Luna, fuck Luna. We never see her again. Or at least this Luna. She gets a redesign between seasons. And that's Friendship is Magic Pilot. And is it any wonder why there's so many fan works based on this story? I mean, sure, it's good that this episode has held up over the 6 years since it first aired, but this is probably the most interesting lore My Little Pony has come up with. Two gods, one wrought with jealousy, who was banished to the moon by her sister for millennia. 10 years ago, if you said that came from My Little Pony, no one would have believed you. And from Daylight's End to Children of the Night to Lullaby for a Princess, there's something about this story in particular that sticks out to people, more so than the Crystal Empire, Twilight's ascension to godhood, or just the world in general. Although it probably helps that Luna is a fan favourite character. But does that mean this episode's flawless? Of course not. There's animation errors everywhere, duplicate ponies in the same shot constantly, and much like 1,000 monkeys on 1,000 typewriters, there's probably someone out there who's found every plot hole in this story. But it is still good. It keeps focus on what it's doing, the subplots feed into the main plot rather than distract from it, and it takes its audience seriously rather than treat them as kids with no attention span. And it does a fantastic job at introducing the viewer to the characters and the world without dumping you into the deep end and expecting you to just know.